In the next scene, Changshi asks Yao to keep her dog with her because she had an emergency. Yao hides it and takes it to her room because she knew that her boss does not like pets. When Qian comes back home, he smells the puppy, but Yao tells him that it is coming from the toy on his bag. Qian warns her that she should not even think of bringing a puppy here. After this, the puppy starts making noise which Qian hears. Yao says that she is making dog's noise herself, but Qian starts knocking on her door. As soon as the door opens, the puppy comes to his feet and starts loving him, which scares Qian a lot, and he asks Yao to leave the house with her puppy. But then Yao says that if she leaves from here, then who will treat his insomnia? He gets shocked that how did she know that he has insomnia. Then he gives permission to Yao and puppy to stay in the house. In the next scene, Celebrity Bai comes to meet Yao, and while making her emotional, tells her that her husband is writing threatening letters to her, so Yao should call him in front of her and explain to him that he should stop threatening her. Then Yao calls her husband and tells him not to threaten her client. Then her husband says that he did not threaten his wife, rather he wants this matter to be solved peacefully, but Yao asks him to meet him in the court. After that, Bai L's husband, Mr. Shu, comes to meet Yao, and he wanted to tell her some things, but Yao ignores him and walks away. Anna. The next scene, she comes to know that Mr. Shu has committed suicide by jumping from a building, and he had written in the suicide note that his wife's lawyer, Yao, is not letting the confusion between them go away. Now again, the next morning, she comes to know that Miss Bai has hired a new lawyer, and she was holding a press conference with him, in which she says that she could have reconciled with her husband, but her previous lawyer Yao was so selfish that he created walls between them. Yao gets shocked to hear her words and decides to handle this problem alone. She immediately goes to Miss Bai and tries to talk with her, but her lawyer arrives there, and he starts blaming her for Mr. Shuela's suicide. Then Qian arrives there, who protects Yao, and then takes her with him by holding her hand. At home, Yao had cooked seafood for Qian. Qian was happy to see this, but Yao was in a lot of depression, because people were trolling her on social media. She also gets a threatening call, but then Qian snatches the phone from her hand, and takes her for a drink to get rid of her depression. Now after that, we are shown that Qian had called someone to meet her, and that person was Mr. Shuela's ex-lawyer, Lu. He tells everything that his client Mr. Shu was a victim himself. He was falsely accused of domestic violence by his wife, due to which he was in depression. Miss Bai trapped him for his business, but after marriage, when she came to know that his business was not so successful, then she decided that she will defame Shu. Hearing this, Yao understood that Mr. Shu did not commit suicide because of Yao. Now in the end, Qian asks her to drive to distract her, but this was her first time driving such an expensive car. Here some people on bikes, some on bicycles, even pedestrians overtake her, which makes Qian angry.